YouTube, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Johnny Finesse. Welcome back to the channel, and today we have another Jimmy Highroller video. But before that, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving. I am thankful for every single one of y'all. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming in, watching my videos, hitting that subscribe button, hitting the like button. I really appreciate that. It helps the channel out immensely, and I thank you for that. It's not that much right now, but in due time, with patience and consistency, it will be something in the future. But with that being said, let's get into it. This video is called "This Will Be LeBron's Legacy." LeBron, he's talking to town right now, no cap.
LeBron James is now in his 19th NBA
Leaving niggas
season.
leaking without
Nearly
trying. That's
2
crazy.
decades into this game,
He even
and
tried to
his
do that. He
records and
left them leaking.
accomplishments continue to pile up year after year. But one record LeBron is still chasing is one of the most coveted NBA records, the all-time leader for points scored. Now, LeBron's getting close, but he still has a long way to go. But LeBron does hold a record that some may argue is even more impactful, and that's points generated. We've talked about this stat on this channel before. Points generated is the total amount of points a player has produced through both scoring and assists, which reflects a player's impact on the game much more than just points alone. Here's a chart of the highest point generators in NBA history. You've got Melo, Dirk, Magic, Wilt, Westbrook, Chris Paul right above Jordan.
That's why I still say
and the top
LeBron
point
is one of the
generators
best
of all time in Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, and John Stockton.
He can get you a bucket and he
players
can give you
have
buckets.
ever generated over 40,000 points. And then there's LeBron. 58,348 points generated. Out of all of LeBron's record, this is easily the most incredible one I've ever seen.
No cap.
And if that's not crazy enough, at the rate that LeBron is going, if he plays 4 more seasons, he should end up somewhere around here. There's only a handful of untouchable records in the NBA, and this one will eventually be added to that list. But after recent events, let's just hope that LeBron can even stay on the court to continue this historic run.
He is. That was by accident, bro. And he's pussy.
Massive thank you to Simply Safe.
Nigga really waited until people came through so he can do that shit. That's day room to me. I seen niggas do that shit, bro. I don't respect them. Niggas that play gangster do that funny shit.
Visit 2021-2022 NBA season continues. I think we can all agree that this has been one of the more exciting and unpredictable seasons in recent history.
For sure, this is the most unpredictable.
And with so many interesting storylines and games going on, I've decided to condense some of the crazier moments in this one video.
It's the most predictable, but the Kings is doing the exact same thing every year. Have a good start in the beginning of the season, then do shitty for the whole season. Nah, not for the whole season, but until like the All-Star break, and then they go crazy fighting for the bottom seed and then lose. Like that's the whole seasons for years. Like that's it.
Let's
always
get the
been
facts straight and buckle up, because some of these facts you'll have to see to believe. Earlier this week during a Lakers versus Pistons matchup, LeBron James nearly decapitated Isaiah Stewart and damn near started World War III. Alright, maybe that was a bit of an exaggeration, but Isaiah was bleeding pretty badly and
he was
rightfully furious.
And that shit was crazy too, because he didn't mean to do that, and he got him leaking crazy in the eye and the lip. Like,
with LeBron, it virtually took the entire city of Detroit to hold him back as he did his best Derrick Henry impression.
Henry breaking free, 20, 25.
As we just discussed, LeBron has done many things throughout his nearly 2-decade-long NBA career. But during this game, he managed to do a first. 1,584 games into his career, LeBron received his first ever suspension. So it turns out that the NBA will in fact punish LeBron if necessary. It just takes a mean slap to the face, benches clearing, a 10-minute scuffle, and 15 broken tackles by a player who looks like he's ready to go to war with LeBron.
You look like a football player right there.
That's where the NBA draws the line. But on a more positive note, the Golden State Warriors are on an absolute tear right now. They currently have the best record.
That's crazy. That's the most crazy.
Wins
no cap.
and just 2 losses. At this pace, the Warriors will finish the season with, believe it or not, a 73-9 record, tying the NBA record for the most wins in a regular season, which they previously set back in 2016. Ironically, the Houston Rockets are on track to breaking a different record,
the worst.
A record that no player wants to be a part of. At their current pace, the Houston Rockets are on track to winning just 5 games the entire season. 5. Which would make them easily the worst regular season team in NBA history. As we all know, the league has tweaked its definition of a shooting foul this season, and as a result, players across the board are shooting less free throws per game, completely shifting the way offense and defense are played in the NBA. The huge change this season has resulted in the least amount of free throw attempts per game than any other season in NBA history, with just 20 free throw attempts per team per game. To show just how big this free throw drought has been, just 2 seasons ago, James Harden and Russell Westbrook shot 18.5 free throws attempts per game just between the two of them.
That's
and
not
the
bad.
shift in scoring is not the only massive change going on in the NBA right now. For years, the Western Conference has been noticeably better than the Eastern Conference.
Now times
but
have
this
changed.
year has been different. For the first time in 24 seasons, the East is winning more games than the West.
LeBron is not on that
This is
side,
huge.
that's why.
A lot of fans watching this video right now have never seen an NBA dominated by the East. In fact, the last time this was the case, Michael Jordan was still playing for the Bulls. Recently on this channel, we discussed how the league is seeing a drop in scoring.
Because everybody was trying to face against Michael Jordan. They don't in the finals. They didn't want to go against him. So that shit fully stacked the West up crazy. No cap. No cap. And then after that, it just kept on going. Because it's like all the nice niggas is over here. The state, they got nicer states that are warm all the time in the West. You feel me?
All together, from the foul line to the paint to the three-point line. And Jonas Valanciunas has capitalized on this drought, rising to the top of the three-point shooting percentage leaderboard this season. This man is a 7-foot center that
I didn't even know he shot
attempted
threes.
just 4 3-pointers in his first 5 seasons. Now, this man is the most accurate three-point shooter in the entire league by a massive margin.
He was putting in that work.
If Jonas can keep this up, which I'll admit is a big if, he will have the highest three-point percentage of any qualifying player since the league added the shot back in 1981.
That would be crazy.
Talk about
That would
an
be
unbelievable
crazy.
fact. And I know what some of y'all are thinking. His shooting percentage is only higher than some of these players because he attempts less threes. But
So what?
you
Don't
see
matter.
that mark right there? That's Kyle Korver,
And he's
he
nice.
currently holds the record at 53%. Jonas Valanciunas is attempting more threes per game this season than Kyle Korver did in that season. And if Jonas is the king of three-point efficiency, then Stephen Curry is the king of three-point volume. Well, he's been the king of the three for quite some time now, but Steph is on pace to doing something that even he has never done before. Because at the current rate that Steph is knocking down threes this season, he is on pace to finish with the most threes made in a single season. In fact, he's on pace to not just breaking his old record of 402, he's on pace to shattering that record. But while Steph is lighting up the
427.
scoreboard and making headlines every other game, another player is quietly having one of the most impactful seasons we've ever seen.
Ooh.
That player being the reigning MVP, Nikola Jokic. In
Then it's
terms
not
of measuring
quiet.
a player's impact on winning, the win shares per 48 statistic is one of the better metrics we have. It's literally an estimated number of wins a player contributes per 48 minutes. And when it comes to winning basketball, Nikola Jokic is second to none. Here's a chart of every single qualifying NBA player this season and their win shares per 48. As you can see, most players are floating somewhere between 0.05 and 0.15.
That's crazy.
The league average being exactly
Rudy Gobert.
0.1. Players who average anything above about 0.18 are the elite of the elite. Near the top, you'll find Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, DeMar DeRozan, Chris Paul. Among the league's very best are Durant, Giannis, Curry, Jimmy Butler, and way above them is Nikola Jokic, currently
That's
with
crazy.
a win share per 48 of 0.346. But Jokic doesn't just have the highest win shares per 48 this season. He currently has the highest win shares per 48 of all time. And believe it or not, this is just one of many incredible numbers Jokic is producing this season that are going completely unnoticed by fans and NBA media. I'll be doing a deep dive into the incredible season Jokic is putting together sometime next week, so stay tuned for that. But until then, hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
Word. But if you made it to the end of the video, you obviously like the video, so you obviously gotta subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, y'all. We on the road to 1,100 subs, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Finesse, and I'ma holla at y'all. Peace, man.